Rise and shine, everyone. It's 6 o'clock here on your Wednesday morning. I had to think about that for a second.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's just
3 more days to the weekend.
Brain's not operating this morning.
Hello.
Jason and Alicia here with you.
Let's get right to John.
Yes, I want to be here. 45 degrees out there right now. I'm just sitting at home with all these people like, beats working, get to work, come on. 4 miles per hour. No, happy Wednesday, everyone. It is another great day to travel, great day to get to work. There's that work word again. 45 in Wilmer, 32 in Bemidji. It is a quiet, comfortable start. We will see some cooler air come in tomorrow, but today you want to enjoy it. Now, it's not going to be the same beauty-wise, but still, I'm not going to complain. 63 degrees this afternoon. You will see, of course, more cloud cover. A few peaks of sun, not nearly as much. It's been abundant sunshine. Today is going to be mostly cloudy in the low to mid-60s. Cece.
Hey, thanks, and good morning to you. Here's a look at the big map this morning, just so you can kind of take a look at your own route. Coming up here, I'll be zooming in north if you're traveling through the Shoreview or Arden Hills area or Moundsview area. If you're trying to grab a cup of coffee, take the kids to school, what that route will look like for you coming up in a few. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. Our top story at 6 a.m. here. A federal indictment could be coming soon in the shooting deaths of 2 Burnsville police officers and a firefighter paramedic.
This comes as investigators try to figure out where the guns the suspect used in the deadly shooting came from. Michelle Beck is tracking new developments in this case. Michelle.
Hey, good morning to you guys. Since we've learned this in the last 10 hours, the U.S. Attorney's Office has neither confirmed nor denied the existence of this grand jury. Well, our source tells us they got a subpoena to testify, and the case has involved questions about guns. Police say Shannon Gooden used multiple firearms during the standoff last month, which killed 2 Burnsville officers and a firefighter paramedic. We also know Gooden wasn't supposed to have those guns due to a previous felony conviction. We've learned at least one of those guns has been traced back to a Burnsville gun shop. Investigators want to know whether someone bought the gun for Gooden.
3 officers have been murdered, and was there more than just the person who pulled the trigger, potentially involved in some other crimes?
Grand jury proceedings are not public. Its purpose is to find out whether there's enough evidence to proceed with criminal charges. Guys.
All right, Michelle, thank you. Now, calls like the deadly standoff in Burnsville are taking a big toll on the mental health of our first responders, and this morning there's data to prove it.
I'm Ian Russell. The Minnesota Firefighter Initiative, a group that provides mental health support for active firefighters, says calls to their agency have spiked. That comes after 2 police officers and a firefighter paramedic were killed in Burnsville last month. In a normal 30-day span, they'll answer about 500 minutes of calls. In 2 weeks since Burnsville, they responded to about 400 minutes of calls, a 60% increase, something the group says isn't a surprise. If you or someone you know needs support, you can call 888-784-6634. Phone lines are answered 24/7 and are confidential, and there are more resources available over on KARE11.com.
At 10:30 this morning, a Benton County man will be back in court for allegedly shooting 5 officers. In October, Sherburne County Drug Task Force officers were outside of Carl Holmberg's home trying to execute a search warrant. Prosecutors say that's when Holmberg started shooting, telling his wife it was, quote, his day to die. Holmberg is facing a dozen felony charges, including attempted murder.
In a matter of hours, charges could come down for the suspect involved in a standoff in Oakdale. We first broke the story yesterday on Sunrise. Police told us right away the suspect fired at officers. We're now learning one of the officers fired back. Police tell us an armored vehicle had to come help get the officers to safety. The suspect surrendered a little after midnight, and thankfully no one was hurt. The Washington County Sheriff's Office is investigating. The BCA is looking into the officers firing their weapons.
Well, it's official this morning. We're getting a Trump-Biden rematch in the 2024 presidential election. In the last few hours, former President Trump officially secured the Republican nomination. The Associated Press is reporting that he added more than 150 delegates, with wins in Georgia, Hawaii, Mississippi, and Washington, surpassing the threshold he needed to clinch the nomination. And just a few hours before that, the same story for President Biden. He added more than 200 delegates to officially become the Democratic nominee. He's back on the campaign trail this morning, heading to Milwaukee in the battleground state of Wisconsin. Tomorrow, his vice president, Kamala Harris, will be here in the Twin Cities. Developing overnight, Russian President Vladimir Putin says his country is ready to use nuclear weapons if there's a threat to the existence of the Russian state. He did go on to say there has never been such a need. Putin made the comments a few hours ago ahead of Friday's presidential elections. He added he hopes the U.S. would avoid any escalation that could trigger a nuclear war.
At the state capitol, some intense debate is happening over proposed bills giving cities and counties more say over where you can bring a gun. One bill would allow local units of government to ban firearms in public buildings like city halls, libraries, and rec centers. Currently, only courthouses, schools, and private businesses can be declared gun-free zones. Opponents say that rules like this would only harm responsible gun owners who would have to store their weapons in cars where they could be stolen.
And people can say guns kill people. Okay, you know, you can say that all you want. People kill people, folks. I could take my Glock out and set it on the table, and it's not going to do it by itself.
This bill is about giving local governments the opportunity to protect the people that come into their public spaces. I'm a former city council member. This tool would have been great to have.
The House Public Safety Committee voted to lay over the bills, meaning they could be brought back later in the session or added to a larger catch-all piece of legislation.
Developing right now, Target is laying off several positions across its marketing teams and moving a handful of those positions to its India headquarters. A spokesperson for Target could not say exactly how many people are being laid off, but says it represents less than 0.5% of its total corporate team. Target says those losing their jobs have 60 days to wrap things up. The company will help them find another job, including a different role in the company if possible.
This morning, Timberwolves star Karl Anthony Towns is recovering less than 24 hours after having successful surgery on his left knee. And as